This video, I would really like to address my tips and my advice to juniors and new graduates of design schools, whether they are graphic designers or interior architects or interior designers or even architects. Like so many juniors there when they graduate and they start looking for design jobs and they get in the job role or get accepted in a job role and they start working, they get directly discouraged because of the fact that I don't have the same freedom as I did in my university or school. I don't have the freedom to choose my concept designs or choose my own style, or I don't have the freedom to like apply my ideas solely by me and not contributing with my work team or my CEO, which is I really understand because we were all there in the first place. What can I really say that there is some kind of challenge, fun challenge actually, and this is what your experience adds to your resume when you start working, that each designer has his own style and his own vision in his projects, and this is not controllable. It's our nature being, and even if you follow the headlines or the design system of the company and your CEO's instructions or your client's wishes and demands, there will always be this like unique touch that you will add to your project that will be really interesting and will be really nice. And I'm sure in a certain point or a certain time, your company will notice that you have a unique touch in your projects that will really add to them. Although you are trying to follow your company's headlines and the restrictions and your clients' wishes, but here, the challenge here is to be able to convince so many parties in your company, like convince your client and convince your CEO, convince your work team, and convince your colleagues that you can emerge between your ideas and their ideas, and you can sort out a really brilliant thing out of the project. And this is like the way you communicate with them and leave them the opportunity to express themselves, listen to them really carefully, and then emerge or insert your idea or your vision inside their design ideas, and try to improve and work very well on your idea so it can be really representable in front of them. And it's really not, it's always two elements that enter in a successful design project. It's the communication and the presentation, which is visual presentation, the way you work on your designs and you present them, whether graphically or whether aesthetically, or the functionality of your project and how you present it to people or your CEO or your team. And then the communication, how do you communicate your ideas, how are you going to show your strong or powerful points, and good brainstorming of your ideas in the work reunions, which is, I really believe it's a big workload of experience and time you should dedicate in your work to achieve this, because in the end, communication plays like 70% of your whole work frame in each company and in each experience you will be gaining. So please don't get discouraged when you find difficulties expressing yourself or following certain restrictions in your work company, because this is a natural being. This is not something that's going to come up immediately, but if you're a good designer, you're going to be persistent and you're going to be patient, and you will always believe in yourself and your ideas. And in the same time, you will leave this gap or this space for others to profit from your ideas, share them, and get also profit from their ideas. So it's going to be really interesting journey in this field, even though it's a bit exhausting.